Hey y'all, it is raining outside. We're just gonna make one Christmas treat after the other. I am making my double boiler. Today we're gonna do chocolate peanut clusters. I've made these for years and years. My mama had a double boiler, but you know, it just ends up sitting in the corner. Y'all love that? John and I have been banging our heads on that all Christmas season. But I never got one because it just sits in the corner. You can just make one real quick. So you just this is a Pyrex bowl. This bowl is heat proof, okay? Just make sure of that. And you're gonna get some water simmering. Can y'all see that steam coming up? It's just gonna be simmering on low, but your water is not gonna touch your bowl, okay? We're gonna see how many times Amy touches that colander, right? And make sure the lip of your bowl will actually sit over your water, okay? And you've got a double boiler, is all I was getting at. All right, now, all we need for my chocolate peanut clusters, they're so easy. That's why I do them first and get them out of the way, and it makes oodles and oodles. I start with almond bark, okay? This is the Great Value brand. You can buy any brand you want to. It's a chocolate flavored candy coating, and I've got two 24 ounce, so I've got 48 ounces of this, okay, which would be what, 2 and 2.5 pounds. Anyway, I got 48 ounces, 2 packages of that, and then I've got 24 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate chips because I like to tone down some of the sweetness. You know, the semi-sweet just really brings through the chocolate flavor. And the reason why I don't do all chocolate chips is when my boys were younger, I couldn't afford name brand chocolate chips, you know, so I aspired to do that, and I would use this to stretch it. That's why I would add that in there, because it kind of gave you the flavor instead of just using this. Well, then through the years, I'm going to start breaking this up. Through the years, when I got to where I could afford to get some chocolate chips, I tried it one time, I didn't like the flavor. So I spoiled myself to that, or I trained myself, I don't know. I like the almond bark flavor with the chocolate chips, guys. And this is coconut oil. It's organic, Members Mark. It's the kind that looks like shortening, you know. It's hard, and it's really hard because I keep it in my refrigerator. I know. So I've been scraping and scraping to get about 2 tablespoons. And I think I did. I keep it in my refrigerator so it'll just stay fresh and good for me. But I should have gotten it out like last night, right? I know. But Amy didn't do that. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. Put that to the side. And, you know, in the old days, back when we used to make these years ago, there wasn't that coconut oil around. You would use shortening, right? I know you do a couple of tablespoons of shortening, and you still could. I just like the coconut oil. It's healthier for us. Or that's what they're telling us today, right? I know. We get told something new every year, every few years. Now, while that's melting in there, and all that does is just kind of start helping all your chocolates melt. And you want to use the solid coconut oil because you want it when it cools back down to also become solid again. So you don't want to put that liquid coconut oil in there. Like we were cleaning on our face or moisturizing our face with the other night, right? Okay. I'm going to put this one in here and the other one. And the only other thing, this doesn't take many items to make this recipe, which is fabulous, right? Yes. The only other thing I wanted to show y'all is you're going to need some peanuts. And I got these at Walmart or Sam's or wherever you can order them. And you're going to need, this is a 2-pound container of peanuts. But listen, I always get a second container of them because, first of all, John and I eat out of them a little bit. But also, when you dip all of this out of here that's got the peanuts in it, it'll be a little chocolate left in the bottom, and I don't like to waste that, so I just add as many peanuts as I need to keep making those peanut clusters and not waste a bit of that chocolate. So that's why I have one extra, and I may use a whole lot of it, okay? So get you 2, get you 4 pounds, right? Okay, I'm going to get this melted, and I'll see y'all back. All right, y'all, I'm getting some wax paper on some big baking sheets. Y'all know how it doesn't want to sprinkle it just a little bit, kind of makes it stay in place. You need lots and lots of room, so anything and everything you can use, and the wax paper helps it not stick. So we can pack them up later. Our chocolate bark is nice and melty, so let's add our chocolate chips. Get that melted. The reason why you don't want your water in the bottom touching your bowl is because it will be too hot and could possibly make your chocolate seize. Have y'all ever done that? It just becomes a hard, solid piece and almost like candy, and you cannot. I throw it in the garbage. I used to do that years and years ago till I learned that. I have done that a few times. So that's why we do that. So just the steam is what we want to melt our chocolate. Okay, y'all, totally melted. Y'all see I use a meat fork. I love that for stirring this chocolate. Doesn't it look good? Don't you want to just jump in, take a bath? I know it. Did you know the more you stir your melted chocolate, the shinier it will become? Now let's add our peanuts. Now I love to use the cocktail peanuts. They're just lightly salted. They don't have that outer red skin on them. And that lightly salted with the chocolate's really good. If you cannot find cocktail peanuts, you can use the dry roasted and salted. Okay, y'all, I have a 2 tablespoon scooper, and it has that little sweeper piece in there, you know, that'll scoop it out. I love this. I didn't have one when my boys were little. No, I did not. So it took me a while. I would use a couple of spoons. So about 2 tablespoons. You make these as big or as small as you want to. I don't like them to do any bigger than that because, you know, 1 bite or 2 bites is about all you want of chocolate and peanuts till you want another one, right? I'm going to scoop away and I'll see y'all back when we're adding more peanuts. Number 1, number 2, pan number 3, and we've still got, I've been adding peanuts as we go along, so you see how far this goes. Y'all, I'm adding the last of these cocktail peanuts. This is the second container of 2 pounds, so that's 4 pounds altogether that it does take, less those few that John and I ate. We'll get these stirred in, and maybe this will be it. Y'all see it just keeps filling that bowl right back up. It makes a lot. Pan 4 or board 4, and we've got more. Finally, we reached the bottom. Tray number 5, and we are finally done. I didn't count them, but look how many that made. Y'all, I've laid them out here in my dining room. It's off in a different part of the house, and nobody comes in here but me, really. Unless I'm feeding my family. This is a real good, nice, cool spot for them to harden. If I'm in a bad hurry, y'all know I'll slide them in the freezer. This is the first pan we did, so I get to taste one for y'all. I'll let y'all know how good it is. Just as good as last Christmas. I'll see y'all for the next treat.